This morning. We do have updated numbers from the unaccompanied children. No changes to our declaration status. We did complete the damage assessments that were ongoing in the state of Texas for 4269 as of yesterday. And no changes to our fire management grants. As we switch over to the Geo platform this morning, still got lots of rain out there. We have Kurt with us this morning. He's going to tell us all about that in just a moment. Before we go there, no changes at the national level, both at level 4 steady state. No changes here at the region. The watch remains at an enhanced watch day shift only. The RCC is not activated. Looking at our IMATs this morning, both are deployed with Team 2 scheduled to return tomorrow. They'll go green, estimated to be on the 20th of this month. Looking at shelters this morning, Texas continues to have 18 shelters for 152 occupants overnight. That is down from over 200 as of yesterday. And now looking at our power outages, Arkansas has 920, down from 4,500 in the last 24 hours. Louisiana 650, down from 4,200. New Mexico 2, down from 1,500. Oklahoma down 900, down from 8,800. And Texas remains at 14,000, down from 30,000 in the last 24 hours. Also yesterday, the governor of Texas declared 31 counties for an emergency. And now we turn it over to Kurt to tell us about the weather.
Over Texas, it's formed up again overnight over the hill country in southeast Texas. And we have moderate to heavy rainfall over the areas that we have seen flooding before. So this area will again be a problem for today, into tomorrow, and into Saturday, as this very, very slow moving upper level system continues to generate periodic heavy rainfall across the Texas hill country and southeast Texas, parts of South Texas, and even in North Texas later today. We do have a very wide area of flash flood watches, basically from central Oklahoma all the way down to Brownsville, and from Midland all the way across eastward to Houston and the Arkansas. We do have some flood warnings and flash flood warnings interspersed in there where the heaviest rain is falling right now.
Okay, Kurt, your flood slide is up.
Okay, and now we have the computer microphone too. So we'll go over the river flooding status here. For the next 5 days, we're looking at another fairly wide area of moderate to heavy rainfall. Generally, that's going to fall before midday Saturday. But we have quite a few rivers over there that are already in major flood. The Brazos is in record flood. We will be seeing rainfall rates probably above 3 inches per hour during the afternoon hours and overnight hours when these storms get formed up. It won't be a continuous rainfall. We'll have waves and waves of thunderstorm activity. We'll see some develop today and probably again this afternoon, and then we'll have a lull probably in the evening, and then we'll see some stuff developing again probably after midnight before sunrise on Friday. But again, the whole area from the Texas Hill Country to southeast Texas and South Texas is compromised, and any additional rainfall is going to lead to flash flooding and flooding of rivers. We can move on to the next slide. As you'd expect, the matrix has a lot of color on it. We do have a very small threat of strong to severe storms over deep South Texas today, but the real big story is the heavy rain, the flash flooding, and the ongoing river flooding threat. We'll carry that all the way through the weekend into early next week. It looks like Monday might be a dry day, and we will probably see some draining out and cresting of the rivers, and things trying to get back to normal as the water levels start to decrease. But right now, again, over like the Fort Bend, Montgomery County, Harris County area, there's just way too much water on the ground, and it's not draining out efficiently. Next slide. And for the JFO in Arkansas, no significant threats. There may be some moderate to heavy rainfall down over the Arklatex, but strong to severe storms are not really expected. There might be some periods of brief heavy rain and some ponding of water on roadways. Looking at the tropics down along the Yucatan Peninsula and the southern Gulf of Mexico, there is an area identified of interest. 30% chance of development by Monday, but if anything develops, it should get caught up in the westerly flow and move off toward the South Florida, Central Florida area by Monday or Tuesday of next week. And you can see that reflected in the 5-day precipitation forecast with that bullseye over the eastern Gulf of Mexico, not expecting any tropical impacts over FEMA Region 6 in the next 5 days. Moving on to the drought monitor, we do have a new drought monitor, no significant changes, some abnormal dryness over southwestern New Mexico as you'd expect this time of year. And for space weather, there is a very, very small chance that we could see a moderate G2 magnetic storm Saturday, but other than that, no significant impacts. And that concludes my part of the briefing unless you have questions.
Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate that. Any questions for the Weather Service? You know what to do. In the meantime, let's take a look at the meetings going on around the region. You have the State Director Summit with Ms. Zimmerman from headquarters attending. And the trivia question for today. Hurricanes are named alphabetically with male and female names alternating. When did that start? And if you get that right, the bonus question is, what was the name of that hurricane? All right, I see some answers in there. Oh, good one, Rob. And the answer is, Mr. Parks has it correct. Started in 1979, and the first hurricane was Ana. Good one there, Mr. Fife, as well. And you see over there on the side, this year's, the next named storm will be Colin. Any questions this morning? That is indeed true, girl. You have a hurricane named after you, or a storm named after you. All right, everyone. Have a great Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.